CNN announced over the weekend that Chris Cuomo has officially been terminated by the network. He is no longer a host there. So long, Chris Cuomo. And then immediately after CNN made this announcement, we realized why they decided to do this. Because apparently, a woman via her lawyer has come forward to accuse Chris Cuomo of sexual harassment. Harassment that, by the way, took place many, many years ago. And she approached the network, said, "I have evidence of this. Would you like to see the evidence? Because I have it readily available here." And before that story went public, CNN came out and said, "All right, you know what? Chris Cuomo's gone. No more Cuomo." And again, then we find out that it was likely due to the sexual harassment and not, of course, the fact that he was abusing his power, his connections in the media, to dig up dirt on the women who had accused his brother of inappropriate behavior. And that's the part of the story that some of these idiot Cuomo defenders online seem to be overlooking. You know, I've seen a lot of people on social media over the last 3 or 4 days saying, "Oh, the guy helped his brother." Who among us wouldn't help their brother? You know, their father, their sister, their mother. If they were in the same situation, everybody would help it. It's just a family thing, right? Cool, totally understand that. But when you start abusing your power to do these things, when you start to dig up dirt on women whose only problem is that they said your brother was inappropriate towards them and made them feel ashamed of themselves, then yeah, I do have a problem with that. That is unethical. And it blurs the lines between legal and illegal in some instances. And that is exactly what Chris Cuomo did, and that should have been a fireable offense. CNN shouldn't have even had to go and do a review of this. They should have fired him before he even had a chance to be accused of sexual harassment himself. There is no defense of what Cuomo did. This is not just, oh, brother sticking up for brother, they're such good boys. No. This was an abuse of power that absolutely warranted removal from this network. And people need to stop defending this because they're overlooking that very simple fact. If Cuomo wanted to help his brother, here's what he should have done. He should have gone to CNN and said, "Listen, obviously, as you know, my brother is having some problems. So what I need to do is I need to work damage control for him. And I understand that as an anchor on your network, this presents a huge liability for you. So I would like to take a sabbatical, effective immediately, and go officially work for my brother's campaign. You know, to help with damage control, to do whatever it is I need to do. Upon completion of that, I should like to return to the network if that is okay with you." If they had had these conversations, if Cuomo had done the right thing and said, "Listen, it's my brother. I got to help him. That's more important than this job, so I'm going to take a step back. I'm not going to be with your network for, 4 months, 6 months, whatever it is. But then I will come back after we're all done with that so I can keep my personal life and my professional life separate." That probably would have been okay. Again, assuming Chris was not abusing his contacts through CNN to dig up dirt on these women. There were ways around this. Cuomo made the decision to not do that. He wanted to have his cake and eat it too, and that's what got him fired.